morning, one and all virtually present here. I would like, on behalf of Agriculture Engineering Department of J.N.N Institute of Engineering, I would like to thank our chairman, vice chairman, and our principal for giving us an opportunity to conduct a webinar on Earn While You Learn. I would also like to thank the guest of the day, Ms. K. Padmapriya, Chief Technical Officer, Engineers Crew, for accepting our invitation and participating in our webinar. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to invite Babita to introduce the guest.
Good morning to one and all virtually present today. On behalf of J.N.N Institute of Engineering and Department of Agricultural Engineering, it's my honor and privilege to introduce our chief guest and speaker, Ms. Padmapriya, Chief Technical Officer at Engineering Group, for this webinar session on the topic Earn While You Learn. She has completed a bachelor's in electronic and communication engineering in the year 2010 and master's in computer and communication engineering in 2012. She is also having 9 years of experience in the field of teaching. She has also certified as mentor by Business Youth Starting Together, Chennai and City and Guide Together. Her student project team has been funded by TNSCST and she also mentored many students' team from Hackathon. Certificate of distinction has been awarded by IUCEE International Engineering Educator Certification Program in the year 2019 and she also received IGIP International Engineering Award by International Society of Engineering Pedagogy in the year 2020. She has also organized and coordinated many faculty development programs related to education tools. Such an immense talent is being with us, and we are extremely happy and proud to have you here, ma'am. Looking forward to learn from you. Once again, we welcome you to this webinar session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Bhavisha, for the wonderful introduction. A very good morning to one and all present here. I think the most of the audience here present today for the webinar is students. So my topic for today is going to be Earn While You Learn. So I'm here to share my thoughts how you can earn while you're going to learn in this 4 years or throughout your learning in the life. Okay. So the course content for today's webinar is going to be why you need to earn or why you need to become an entrepreneur, how you can become, who's actually an entrepreneur, and where the entrepreneurs are. So many of you will be in this state, mostly the final years will be in this state when they are going to complete their engineering. Maybe they're worried what to do next after engineering, what to do, whether they are going to go for higher studies like ME, MTech, MS in abroad, or MBA, or teaching job. Some might go for a teaching job, or some might go for a job like in IT industries and for core industries, and some might even go for Indian engineering services. Or apart from that, we have n number of jobs nowadays, like in banking sector and in government sectors. So apart from this, when someone is going to think out of box and going to move apart from these options, that is going to be the entrepreneur. So this entrepreneur skills is not going to come just like sudden out of in one day or in 1 minute. It is going to be inside you when you're growing up. So an engineer is not only an engineer, he's inside himself as an entrepreneur. So entrepreneur is going to be the other way apart from these jobs, and you're going to rule your own work. So initially, we have to do a self-SWOT analysis for ourselves. So what is this SWOT analysis? It is going to be our strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. So if we consider ourselves, for example, we need to analyze ourselves. So whenever we are going to go for a job, first they will ask, what is your strength and what are your weaknesses? Directly few candidates will say these are their strengths and these are their weakness. But we should keep our weakness ourselves and we should inculcate our weakness to make it as to be strength. So that is the way we make the positive strength from the negative weakness. And when we are going to go for the opportunities and threat, all around the world we have n number of opportunities around us, but we always blame everyone around us saying that we don't have opportunity, but that is really our fault. For example, even when I completed engineering, there was a recession period and there were many companies sending their employees out. But in that recession too, I had many opportunities when I found a number of companies for giving jobs. So we need to make the opportunity when it is knocking us. And threat, we should never ever get afraid of any threat which is going to make ourselves as an obstacle. So this SWOT analysis is necessary for every human, not only after completion of degree, but whenever in every step, whatever they do, they need to analyze themselves and make this strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. And you need to make down in a note, because daily when you're making notes of your SWOT analysis, there will be changes from yesterday to today and the next day, because the analysis changes. A human who has soft nature today might not be the same for tomorrow. So the nature of a human changes according to the nature or the character, the strength, the weakness also changes in a human. So SWOT analysis is mandatory whenever you're going to start any work or any plan, whatever you're going to do. So now let us get into the topic, that is entrepreneur. So I told you that you can earn while you learn. So how are you going to earn while you are learning? So entrepreneur steps are here. The first step is going to be idea generation. So as you can see from the screen, the idea generation is going to be a very tiny seed which we are going to seed in a pot. Okay, so this idea generation is slowly going to germinate, and the next step is going to be an evaluation. So after evaluation, when you see a seed with 2 leaves coming out of it, you will be feeling happy. So at that stage is the planning stage for you. And the next one, with 2 leaves, then you see some more leaves, and with a bud, then you will build the model. At last, when this plant grows into a good tree and it is going to be the full out structure, it is going to be the final step, that is going to be the launching the product. So let me now explain the same with entrepreneurial, how it is going to be idea generation. So you have everyone are traveling wherever from college to home or from home to college. So how can you generate an idea? Whenever we see a problem, there is some solution. So for that problem, you need to think. So you need to cultivate your ideas and make that ideas into growing up a big solution. So once the idea has been generated, you will have the idea. But only with the idea, can you start a business? You're going to a bank, you are saying that you have an idea to start a business, but will they give you loan? No, never, because they need the full structure, what you're going to do. So the next process is going to be the evaluation. So in this evaluation, what you need to do is you need to do the survey. So for example, if you're going to start a business near your home, for example, you want to start a vegetable or a fruit shop near your home, you need to do a survey. How many shops are already present? And in that shops, what are the vegetables or fruits sold? And what is the amount they are daily generating out of it? If you're going to keep the same fruit shop or vegetable shop already available, there is not much difference among the old shops and the new shop. So you need to do the analysis, survey, and this is called as market survey. And this comes under the second step of entrepreneur, that is evaluation. You need to be well equipped to evaluate the steps, each and every step in entrepreneur. The next one is going to be the planning. As I told, you have sown a seed, the seed has germinated, and now it has come up with two leaves. You have already an idea and you have did the survey. Now you need to plan. What you're going to plan? Like, if you're going to plan a tour from the starting, you need to book a bus or train or flight till the destination arrival, and till from there how you're going to departure. Everything you'll plan for a tour. Same for a tour. If it is going to be so serious for a tour, then it is going to be a life and it is going to be your business. Then how far you need to plan? So for the planning, what you're going to do is you need to have a business plan. So the business plan should have the money, should have the idea with innovation. So the business plan should have the detailed notes in it. So this plan will only help you to go to the next stage where you can build the model. Okay, so when you build a model, that time the bank will approach you for loan. You no need to go or approach the branch, that is banks, for applying loan. When you have a good model with you, everyone will be approaching you. So that is the way you need to make or build up the plan with your model. So everything has come in you. You have ideas, you have done the market survey, you have a good business plan, and with the innovative model. Now you're going to launch the project. So for launching the project, you need the help of investment. So this part, you need to think what you're going to invest, from whom you're going to get, and what is the amount you're going to invest, whether you will be able to get the profit or what. So this is the way you're going to launch the project in the outer world, that is for the customers you're going to launch the product. Okay, so if these are going to be the 5 main steps for an entrepreneur to develop a small idea into a product which is required by the customer. So as I told you, you need to cultivate your ideas. So for cultivating your ideas, you need to think a lot. So the next we'll move on to the skills. So every individual person has his or her own skills which is already with them. But for an entrepreneur, you require the additional skills which is actually necessary. The first skill is going to be a creativity. So for this skill, you need to have more of the need of the hour. Like for example, this creativity skills has applied in this pandemic period. Like many of them have started wearing masks. So what the tailors did, they got the small piece, the left out pieces, they made into mask and they made a profit. They never thought they will sell mask or they will stitch mask. They never thought like that. That is the creative idea where they got into. This because of the creative skills, they made the left out cloths, which is waste, which is going to be thrown into a bin. They are made into money. That is the creative skills they had. And next comes the communication. We know we can do every work, hard work, everything. We can invest money, everything, but we can do. But communication plays a major role in entrepreneur. Why? Because we need to sell, we need to market our product, we need to sell our product. Then if you're going to be dumb, how can you promote your product? If you need to promote your product, obviously we require communication skills. The next one is going to be the time management. Yes, of course, because time management, when we go for work, obviously we are going to work for someone. So we will go, we will keep the biometry sharp by 9 o'clock. We'll return while we are coming. We'll keep again the punch by 5 o'clock or sometime, because we are working for a salary. So we'll go on time, we'll come on time. But when we are owning our own business, when we are own boss, we need to fix the time management. What we are going to do from 9 o'clock until 5 o'clock. We should not be idle. We should frame a timetable, a structured table for us to manage our time. And here there is no part of rest, because during our job period we can take rest like break time, lunch time, but here we are our own boss, so who will work for us? We need to work for us, right? So we need to work fully without rest, and we can't take paid leaves. For example, we can't take any leaves. We need to work, and we need to fix our time accordingly, according to our work. The next skill is going to be the passion and focus. This is not going to be called actually a skill. We should possess the passion and focus towards our business, because if it is going to be a passion only, we can win and achieve the target whatever we have planned. Passion means, what is a passion? In one day will passion come in us, and will in one day we will become like in movies, everyone, for example, in one day everyone will become a business magnate in one day. For example, you have seen many Tamil movies where we will see Shiva airport, Shiva like this, and for example Rajinikanth movies too, in one day he will become a huge business magnate in Padayappa and many more movies. And that is not going to be happening in the real case. That is possible only for movies. But the real passion, if it is inside only, we can achieve the target. And when there this passion, the focus automatically comes in our mind. We'll think of the same every time, what we are going to do, how we are going to do, how we are going to implement. These are the things we will have in ourselves. The last one, important one for entrepreneur, is risk taking. So we have creativity, we have communication, we have time management, we have passion and focus, but risk taking. I'm ready to do a business at this age, ma'am, but my parents are saying no. This will be the most of the what is that opinion from our students. What to do, ma'am? Our parents are being obstacle. They are saying what you're going to do at this age. So you have to make your parents understand that you can do it and you will do it. So at that way, you have to make up your mind first and then make up your parents' mind to take the risk, because no one will be ready to invest on you. So you should make up their mind, and in that way, you should take risk. When you're going out in rain, no one will expect there will be rain or there will be hot sun every time, right? So when there is rain, if you're going to take a bike ride, you should overcome it. How long you can stand in a shelter till the rain is going to stop? Maybe one day the whole rain is going to, it is going to have a heavy rain, means you can't stop or stay in a shelter. You need to reach home, right? At that time you're going to take a risk by taking a ride in a bike. So the same, you're going to take risk when you are in a journey of an entrepreneur. So once again, I repeat, the most important skill you need to have while starting a business is risk taking. So apart from this, we have seen many skills, but apart from this, we have to have uniqueness. So I've shown a picture where there are 4 dots. If you keenly watch, all are going to be the same dots, but 3 are going to be the normal paper and 1 is going to be the bulb. That bulb is going to indicate that shiningness or the glowing. So when you are unique, obviously you're going to shine like a star or a sun. It depends upon you. So always be unique. If someone is going to do, don't follow them. You have your own path. You have your own way, so that you will be unique among the whole crowd. For example, there are 2 members going, and one member wants to go to the left hand side, and other member actually wanted to go to the right hand side. But as his friend is going for the left hand side, he will also follow the left hand side. That is the nature of us, but that should not be there. If you are decided to go on the right hand side, kindly take the right hand side route and go. You will have something opening up in your right hand side. Rather going for the left hand side, your friend himself might be the competitor for you. So follow your own path and be unique in your way. This is going to be the interesting topic in entrepreneur. It is going to be called as an elevator's pitch. So, what is an elevator's pitch? I mentioned here with known to be steps, and at last you have an award or a cup, whatever you name. So, a man is going to climb. So, an elevator's pitch is like the same. It is actually a talk only for 30 seconds. So, in that 30 seconds, how far you're going to attract a person to get your business done. So, in that 30 seconds, you should talk about you, your business plan, and what is the outcome. So, in this way, you're going to attract that person both personally and as well as you're going to get the business job done through him. So this is going to be the elevator's pitch. Kindly keep this elevator's pitch in your mind very clearly, because 30 seconds, more than 30 seconds, no one will listen to your business model or a business plan. Tell it fast means you should not take 3 to 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Just 30 seconds, you should plan your business and your business plan, and your positive also you should tell in that. So 30 seconds, if you are able to say your business plan, then you'll not be here, you'll be reaching at the top. This is called as elevator's pitch. The next skill is going to be the patience. So one day, everyone has plants in our home, right? So as a hobby, every time many will plant the plants kept in their garden, but some will water for one day. Second day itself, they expect a rose or a flower or any fruit blooming in their garden or hanging in their garden. That is not possible. If it is not possible for a plant, how come a business will grow in one day or 1 week? It has its own time. So it will take some time for your business to grow. So if you water it daily, this small plant, whatever we have seen, will grow into a good big tree, which you're going to fetch out more money and profit out of it. So always have patience and grow with patience. Do not, you will have investors who are going to invest on you. So you need to talk to them too with patience, and you need to address every customer with patience. We are seeing customer cares everywhere. What are they actually doing? Are they talking with patience nowadays? Maybe very few are actually having patience. The others are not having patience, but that is not we should do. As a owner, as a worker, everything in our business, we are the owner, we are the worker, we are the financier. Every role we are going to perform. So we should have patience in all the steps we are going to do. Next, last skill is going to be the networking. So we had creativity, we had the patience, we had took the risk, everything we have done. We have ideas, everything we have done. But we need networking. As I told, communication. So when communication is good, obviously your business can not only grow in Chennai or in Tamil Nadu, it can grow a full world. See here, the location differs in many countries. So when your networking is good, you can spread your business with, maybe it can be your friends, or it can slowly find the partners through your networking. So networking plays a very, very important thing when you are going to promote your business and when your business is going to grow. For example, your business is here in India, but you're going to spread across the country, means across the world, means you need the networking concept. So through communication, through word of mouth. For example, when you're going to find a product, mostly you will serve the net. If not, what you will do, you will ask the next door person or the neighbor person, what do you think about this product? That is how many will ask. And when you're going to join even a college, you'll ask, How about that college? How about this college? You will see the review, you will see everything, but rather you will ask a word of mouth from others. So that word of mouth is going to be in a larger term called to be as networking. So networking is going to be the last step in entrepreneur. So we have seen the steps, we have seen the skills. Now, the three important piece of entrepreneur. The first one is going to be the problem. The next one is going to be the product, and the third one is project, and the third one is going to be the product. So, how we are going to change a problem into a project into a product. So this problem, as I told you, you are traveling, so find out a problem. You have n number of problems. There can be a drainage problem, there can be a water problem, can be a mud problem. Any problem you find out, then make that problem first into a project. Why I'm saying as a project means you students can't directly go and jump into a product, because you need to learn more. Okay, you need to search more. So make that problem into a project first. So when you make a project, obviously then you learn during your project phase, and then when you make it as a product, it is called as a startup. So when you start a business inside while you're studying, then it is called a startup company in a college. Okay, so problem, then problem, when you do more into a problem, you're going to have a final alternative solutions. So those solutions can be made into a project. With this project, you're going to make a product where with your own startup with small investment. A small investment is more enough for a startup company. So we'll, before going on to the next topic, we'll go for a short topic, which is going to be to any entrepreneur. If you want to do it now. If you don't, you're going to regret it, because if you want anything to do it, you should do it immediately. If you're going to postpone, for sure you will never do it. This is the statement given by Catherine Cook. So we saw the initial topics. Now we'll move on with a single example how a startup company has made into a full company. That's what we are going to see it now. So this is the first project. This is going to be a project what a team of students developed, called a PCB based electric switch. You can see the switch. Okay, so it was developed as a project for the solution, for the problem. Later I'll say the problem. Now you will see only the projects. This is the first project done by a team. So the same project, it was based on PCB. Next, the switch is based on IR sensor. It is an infrared sensor where you're going to glow a light. That switch based on infrared sensor remote. Okay. The third, same product with PIR motion based switch. Okay, this is going to be the middle part is going to be this part is going to be the PIR sensor, where it is going to sense the motion of a human. Okay, so the switch is designed for the same. And last, you have the same PIR motion based switch with the final look. Why I want to make this example, because this is a product developed for the more consumption of energy in the restrooms. In our college, a team of students developed this small project to reduce the energy. They checked, okay, this was not having a good look, and moreover this PCB based we can't fix in every restrooms wherever we are going to use. So they made this to be a remote one as an IR remote. Okay, so this was also not feasible because IR will be facing only in one forward direction, and we can't move, the motion cannot be sensed. We will move here and there, so it cannot be sensed. Then they thought the next one. So these are the things they learned during their project. Okay, so after IR, what they did, Still more, they wanted to make the changes and they made it into PIR. So this sensor was able to analyze the motion of a human, and this indicated the motion of a human through the sensing. At last, a product always, if it is going to look in this nature, who will accept this to be a product? So it needs, any product needs an aesthetic look to get promoted in the, when it comes to a market. When you want to satisfy a customer, you obviously have to wrap around everything clean. It has to have a good look, right? So in that nature, it was made into with a look with a box aesthetic look, and still more, it has been made with a round shape too, because the shape also matters for the look. So the final product was actually with a round shape with the sensor. Okay, so this was the final product what was launched in all the restrooms of our college and in our company. Okay, so this is the product which even won the e-governance award by the chief minister before 3 years. I wanted to say this example because this small product, you may think this, what small product have much done much thing. This has nearly consumed the energy consumption less, because you don't want to go and switch on the lights or fans in the restroom, whatever, wherever it has been placed. When you're going to enter inside the restroom, automatically the switches glow, and when you're going to come out, it is going to get off. So this is where the, if you switch on the switch also, it won't glow because the connection has been pointed only with this PIR motion based switch. The next product is going to be the portable digital trainer kit. So everyone, many of them have seen the digital trainer kit. This is going to be a very small portable digital trainer kit, same done by another startup of student. So the other startup companies in entrepreneurship cell of Savita Engineering Colleges, Itronics Automation, Stardom and all, if you see that name, they arrange industrial visit and educational tour organizer. Why can't a student do? That's what they thought. Why can't I? Why should we can arrange industrial visit and we can arrange tours? What is different from a very grown business people who are doing that? We can do. So they started Stardom, and then energy, raw energy, that is transforming green energy. So they have collected a bin full of waste. What are the waste? Power waste, everything they collected, and they transformed that waste into a green energy. And then the other startups are going to be Clinic, they get the old PCs, laptop, what is the available sales and service, everything they used to do in Clinic. And Smart Design, they started to design particular, whatever the design was given, they change the design, and according to the customer, they give it to, according to the customer satisfaction, they do it. And Itronics Labs, they provide the training for the students, whatever the newest technology till now, like cloud, everything. And OINO is resale of used product, means what is the used product they use to get the used product from the customer, they are going to service it and they resell the same. So these are going to be the cards of the startup, whatever I've mentioned already. These are the logos of them. They design their own logo, they design the what is that, caption, everything they design for themselves. That is the interest and passion. If you have it, you will own it. So we saw technically now. So this is going to be the agripreneur. So technically, if you're going to do, it is not going to be called as entrepreneur, it is going to be technopreneurs. And agripreneurs, what they did is, we have a farmland. So in that farmland, the students, they themselves got the seeds, they plowed it, they did a full digging, everything, they planted, and they growed, they watered the plants, and they yield so much of vegetables, and they sold it for amount, they sold it in markets everywhere. For 1 week it was less yielding, but after a month everyone was started to ask us for the vegetables, because it was fully of organic. We did not use any fertilizer. From the whole waste of the what is that, pure waste, organic waste, that only we give it. And so it was a organic vegetables, and everyone like the same vegetables. This is the concept we developed for agripreneurs. Agricultural entrepreneurs are called as agripreneurs. So that is entrepreneurship cell, Savita Engineering College has been a hat trick champions for 3 times by developing so many of startups and so many of innovative ideas, competition, everything was won by them. So I think we can't go for an activity, but if you go for an activity, just make these questions alone and make the final calculation to be noted. Just make down the question. If you're going to own a business, for sure you need to note down these. Your first step when you start a new project would be to. So when you're going to start a new project, it is not a business, new project, what will be your first step? Whether you'll plan every detail and create a checklist. So whether you will do a checklist. The second option is look for a reference project to follow. Whether you will go and get a project book and you'll follow that. Third one, brainstorm to think of all possible out of box ideas. So whether you will brainstorm with your friends, what are the out of box ideas means, apart from our thinking, some, if you think with 4 or 5 members, you will have much more ideas. That is the brainstorming session. The fourth one is going to be the bring the right people together. Whether you will be having 4 friends, but out of that you will know only 2 friends will be fit for that job. Whether you will bring that 2 people, or whether outside 2 people will fit for job, means you will fix that right person for that. Quickly gather the knowledge and resources needed. So whether you're going to gather all the resources and the knowledge, so what you're going to do first. So kindly make a note of it, what you'll do. Whether you will fix not very true of me, somewhat true of me, and very true of me. So this is going to be the portion what you will give in an point wise. Whether M1 you will give 5 points, M2 4. So range according to 1 to 5 in that M1 to M5. Okay. And the second one, out of the following, what do you think is most important for you, your project to succeed? You have started your project and now you're going to think how you can succeed in your project. So M1 is going to again be the following the process. So what is the process you're going to do? The next one is spotting the right opportunity. You have the process, you have the project with you. 4 members are going to come and ask you for your project. How you will find out which is the correct opportunity, to which investor you will go? That's you need to think. The third option is having the most unique idea. So again, it comes in your idea. What is unique about your project? The fourth one is going to be having the right team, the mix of people. So you have a project, as I told you, you are fixed up with the team. If you want to succeed, you want the right team, or the right opportunity, or the unique idea, or the expertise in you. A very good intelligent who is capable to make your project into succeed. So again, kindly range the M1 to M5 from 1 to 5. The next third one, you have started a project, it is going in a success way. Now, in a team project, my biggest strength is. So, what is your biggest strength you consider to be is? Planning and executing is your biggest strength? If so, give 5. If no, spotting opportunities and adapting to ideas. The third option is thinking widely and imaginatively. And the fourth one is going to be relating to people. My biggest strength is always relating to people. And the fifth option is going to be being able to master something better than others. So which one is your biggest strength? Kindly give 5 points for that particular option. And which is going to be the lowest option? Kindly give 1 point. Whether you're going to master something or you're going to plan, you're well in planning. And the fourth one question is, if I had to make an important decision regarding the project, I would see some important decision is there. You are going to make a decision in your team. Then what you would do, see whether the fine it fits with my plan of action. So you have whether you are going to take a decision which is in your plan already. No. The second option is compare the cost and benefits of all options quickly. You need to compare the old cost and benefits, everything in a very shorter time. Or go to my instinct and what feels right. My heart has told this thing, I am going to follow this way. So in this way, will you take decision when you're going to take a decision for your project? Bring my team together and include everyone's opinion before deciding. For example, I can give a small example here. You're going to do a real final year project. At that time, some mistake would have happened in your project output or sometime. That time, what you will do, you'll make all your friends to sit together and you'll ask everyone's opinion. Like that, you will do. The same you need to think for your project or the startup, whatever you're going to do. And the next one, final fifth one is going to be do thorough research and gather all necessary data and facts to make an informed decision. You need to collect all the data correctly and you need to give a correct decision as per the fact. Facts means the collected data. This is going to be the fourth one. The next one is going to be what would be your biggest worry while the project is going on. Your project is running, you have took a decision, everything is going. What would be your worry? Things going out of control or becoming confused manner, the project not making any money. If your project, you have started a project, you have invested so much, if your project is not going to make money, what you'll feel? That is going to be a second option. Running out of original ideas halfway through the project. Whether you are going to run out of the original ideas and you're going to start a new idea and put into your project. People in the team not being able to work together in synchronized way. When people are going to move in their own direction, how the project will go on. That is your biggest worry. Or not having the knowledge to successfully finish the project. So these are going to be the option. As usual, kindly rate from 1 to 5 for M1 or M2 or M3. Whichever you feel to be the first one, give 5 for it. Okay. And the next question is, there is a crisis during your project. How would you react? You have felt something most bad. So how would you react? Use my plan B. You have a plan A and you have a plan B. And now makes the most of the situation and adopt quickly. Adapting to the situation and taking the process in a faster way. Think of how to turn the challenge into an opportunity. Get the team together and brainstorm again to find out an appropriate solution and face the challenge. Okay. So the seventh one and eighth one, I'll quickly wrap up. Imagine that you are asked to evaluate a project and your peers project. What is a successful project according to you? Okay, so you're going to evaluate your project and your peers project. Imagine that you're considering starting your own business. You would start something of your own because. So the eighth question is, I see a much more efficient solution for a problem. I see an opportunity to build a profitable business quickly. I have an idea that will change the world. I want to solve society problem through my venture. I have the expertise and knowledge to deliver a product or service. So if you're going to consider starting your own business, so all we saw a project, now it's your own business. How would you start on your own? And the last two questions are, how close are each of the following entrepreneurs to your personality? Narayana Murthy, you feel to be close? Or Kishore Biani, founder of Future Group? Azim Premji, chairman of Wipro? Verghese Kurian, founder of Amul? Kiran Mazumdar, founder of Biocon? So whom do you think their characteristics to be so similar? And the last question is, this question is about your outlook towards life in general. If you're going to believe that life is a well planned adventure, then you give 5 marks for M1. No, no, life is not a well planned adventure. Life is about making most of the every moment. Whatever comes in moment, I'll make that moment happier with me. Then it is M2. Life is about living my own dreams. Then you're going to live your life with your dreams. Life is about helping other people. Then it is going to be M4. Life is about finding what I'm best at and doing it is going to be M5. So far we have seen the 10 questions. Now, on base of the marks, whatever you have rated yourself, this is what the analysis you have made yourself. I'm going to give the 5 M's. So let me see the 5 M's first. So these are the 5 M's: maker, merchant, magician, mobilizer, and master. So these 5 M's actually makes the entrepreneur. So you need to be a maker, you need to be a merchant, you need to be a magician, you need to be a mobilizer with talking everyone else, and you need to master with yourself. So let us see the one by one. If you are going to be a maker, you will solve problem efficiently. Your strength would be goal oriented master planner. So as I told you, the famous Narayana Murthy, founder of Infosys, comes under maker. Henry Ford, okay, so they are coming under maker. When you're going to be a merchant, if M2 marks is going to have a highest value, then you're going to have a merchant. So merchant is Mr. Kishore Biani, founder of Future Group, Dhirubhai Ambani. So Ambani is going to be the merchant. The people who had M2 with highest total values will be under the merchant category. You have improviser, good decision maker, but you're a little bit impatient. The people who got M3 values to be higher, you are magician. So the magicians, who are the magician? Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, those are magician. They never thought they will become this much high in their future life. Ajim Premji. So they are magicians who innovated. They think wildly and imaginatively, and their ideas are going to be somewhat different with innovation always. The people who had M4 to be with highest values, they are going to be called as a mobilizer. They won't stay from one place. They're going to connect ideas as well as people. They lack the depth or expertise. The founder of Amul, every Tata, they are going to be categorized under mobilizer. And the last people who got M5 with the highest value, they are master. So the master, who are the master? Bill Gates, then Kiran Majumdar, everyone are going to be masters. They are high skilled and have good knowledge and more confident. If you're going to be a master, you can have all the skills needed. So with that, I would like to end up the entrepreneur things. Now at Engineers Crew, what we do, I showed you a project, right? A PIR motion switch. So it was developed by the small team of Engineers Crew. So when they were in college, it was deemed as precision equipments. Now the company has got the name registered as Engineers Crew. We make things better. So in Engineers Crew, we have the simulation projects, PCB designing, fabrication, IoT projects, and we do develop product for robotics, cloud computing, aero modeling. All types of app development is also being done in Engineers Crew by our team. And these are the other projects what we are doing. We are doing industrial automations and home automations was the older project we did. And we do equipments and kits required for engineering colleges. That is the prototype development. And we provide project internships, and we conduct monthly or 2 months once free workshops for the college students as well as school students. We help in their projects, internships. And we have our own incubation center. We guide them for their projects. Industrial projects was done for companies like many car companies. We have done it for industrial projects and for the water filtering company too. So I would like to end my session with a very strong quote that never start a business just to make money. Start business to make a difference. So once again I repeat, never ever start a business just to make money. Start a business to make a difference. So you should feel yourself that you are the change. If I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I can make many changes in the society, in the world. Whatever the problems come, I can give the solution. That is the way your product should be. It is not going to make just money making product. You're not going to just expect money out of your product. You should learn the ethics in whatever the product you're making. That product should be easily usable, used by many people, feasible for everyone to use it. I would like to thank the management of J.N.N College for inviting me for this webinar, principal and chairman, chairman, everyone, and the Department of Agriculture Engineering, who actually gave me an opportunity to talk on the topic of earn while you learn. Hope I have done some justice to share my thoughts on the entrepreneur skills and steps. Any questions? Any questions?
Dear
Any
students, if
questions?
you have any questions, please feel free to ask via the comment box.
If you have any queries, you can ask me related to entrepreneur, how you should start or any ideas. If there are no questions, then there is two options. Once everyone has understood everything or everyone has not understood anything. In what sense should I take it? Whether you have grabbed all the things, whatever I told inside your mind or nothing went inside your mind. I'm not able to get any comments. Could anyone please post in comments?
Madam, thank you so much, madam.
Yes, sir.
Your webinar was very much useful for our students, for the budding entrepreneurs. The session was very useful, madam. I would request Sai
Thank you.
Pratimagesh to give vote of thanks.
Morning, one and all present here. I would like to present vote of thanks. We take this golden opportunity to thank the respected chief guest lecturer of this webinar section, Ms. Padmapriya ma'am. We will cultivate the advice you given us to us. Thanking you, ma'am. I extend my gratitude to our beloved chairman, sir, respected vice chairman, sir, principal, sir, and our head of the department, PG Sitaram, sir, not only for spending this time with us, but also encouraging us to achieve many endeavors. Thanking you, sir. My fellow students, uh, thanking you all. Without you, this webinar would not be success. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you.